Looking like a good night for baseball in Cincinnati. Comes your way next. From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Indians and their in-state rivals to the south, the Cincinnati Reds. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll square off against a former Rockies first-rounder, the Canadian-born left-hander Jeff Francis. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. The leadoff man, Michael Bourn, and we are
Center fielder, Michael Bourn.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Ready now on 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second here tonight, shortstop, Mike Aviles.
Mike Aviles will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, you know, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
Nick Swisher will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here's the first offering. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 start to the ball game for Jeff Francis. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Brandon Phillips will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Reds, number 4, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Well, things are looking up for these guys to start the ball game. They get a 1-2-3 top half. Then now, leadoff single here in the home half, off to a great start.
Zach Cozart will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. First pitch coming. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, you're playing some great baseball.
One on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Here it comes, 2-1. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Two. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
3-2, here it is. Hit high and deep out to left field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base and how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
Joey Votto will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. First pitch on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Now the pitch. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
A 2-1 offering. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Base is empty here with nobody out. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a hard liner towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Jay Bruce will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Now here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here he comes on 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Chris Heisey waits on deck. Here's the full count offering. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
It's worth noting that he's leaving the ball up here to these first few hitters. It's already bitten him once. He's lucky it didn't bite him here.
Chris Heisey will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul. One pitch on the way. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here comes a 1-2. Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Brandon Moss will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently it's 6 games entering play. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Down 2-0 here early. They get the leadoff man on to start the second. See how they want to play things from here.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Check by Francis. Now he comes home. Fouled straight back. A runner at first with no outs here. Check by Francis. Now here he comes home. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Cozart for one. On to Votto, a double play.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. He'll start this one at 269. 25 homers and 58 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They're still down. It's 2-0. Todd Frazier will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And now a pitch on the way. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here comes the 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Ryan Ludwig will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. And this pitch is swung on and missed by Ludwig, 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And the throw to Swisher, 2 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Stepping in now, Brian Pena. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. The next pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 now to Pena. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Now the pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled back. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready with another 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Brett Hayes will lead things off. Bottom third of the order.
Hayes.
Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the pitch. This is foul right side. Now here it comes. And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. A reminder that we'll have Cleveland Indians baseball for you all season long on the show as you get a look right there at the Tribe's upcoming schedule over the next 7 days. Danny Salazar steps in now. Now the first pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Pitch on the way. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Cozart is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it here 2-0. Jeff Francis will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck. First offering on the way. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. You know, in the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
1 out, nobody on. Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Zach Cozart will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. On the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now the 1-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here's the first offering. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Pause, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Joey Votto, a 2-run shot, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level and he just can't help himself.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Had to protect on 1-2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Queen City. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Reds. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Michael Bourne.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. And Votto will take this one to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Mike Aviles.
One gone in the inning now for the shortstop, Mike Aviles. First pitch coming. Now the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to third. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Nick Swisher will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit. And that hitting streak of his continues to grow as it's reached an even dozen ball games now. Brandon Moss will dig in. He singled his first time around. Check by Francis. Now he comes home. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
After the first 2 hitters, he looked well on his way to a shutdown inning. Now, all of a sudden, you give up back-to-back singles, and they've turned this into a threat after all.
Jason Kipnis will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Chris Heisey will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder, Chris Heisey.
Now the first pitch. And this is up and in, ball 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Now the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
And now a pitch on the way. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
The 1-2 with one away. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Up with it is Aviles. And the throw to Swisher, 2 away.
The batter, center fielder, Ryan Ludwig.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the fourth. And that brings up the power hitting outfielder Ryan Ludwig. First pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
The 1-0 home. Here's a ground ball to first. And Swisher will take this one himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Reds 4 and the Indians nothing. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. First pitch to him. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
In now, Brett Hayes. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Here comes the 1-0. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Standing in now, Danny Salazar.
Salazar.
Ball 1.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now the 1-0. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
That's almost unfair to throw a pitch like that to an American League pitcher. He had no idea what to do with that.
One, two. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, I think the only surprise here was that it took him 4 pitches to strike out instead of 3. Hey, made him work a little.
Into the box now, Ryan Rayburn. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Now the pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, but that'll be off the wall in right center.
You know, I wasn't quite sure where this ball was going to come down. You can see he just drives this one up into the night sky. During the daytime, maybe it's out of here, but at night, this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall, and he's able to cruise into second with a well-hit double.
Michael Bourne at the plate now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. For Rayburn, the double is his 8th of the season so far. He waits, now the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, these guys just needed a little spark to get them back in the ball game. They've gotten a couple here. This is their 2nd home run of the inning, and it gets them to within 1 run. They're right back in it.
Now
Into the box, Mike Aviles.
Mike Aviles.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is going to find a seam. Extra bases now for Aviles. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The first baseman, number 33, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. Reds out in front, 4-3. Brian Pena will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Ryan Pena.
First pitch coming. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Now the 2-0 home. In there, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 now to Pena. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The pitcher, number 26, Jeff Francis.
Jeff Francis will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
When you hear us talk about shutdown innings, and that's when you hold the team scoreless after you've scored in your half. Well, after his guys cut the lead down to 1, he's only 1 out away to a shutdown inning here.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
0-1.
Now here's the pitch. Boy, and he's really having trouble picking up that slider in this at-bat. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Now here it comes. Too high. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. So now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
The 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Then it remains a 4-3 game. Brandon Moss will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Brandon Moss.
First offering on the way. That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. Moss will head for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Second base.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Jason Kipnis will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And in a close game, this is a dream start to the inning. 2 pitches, and now you've got runners on the corners with nobody out. They've got a great chance now to turn this into a big inning.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll make a move here, as that's going to do it for his starter, Jeff Francis. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. J.J. Hoover is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year. Carlos Santana will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
The 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Wow, you got to think he got away with one right there. If you're a pitcher and you're pitching to this guy, you cannot live in that location.
The 1-1 home. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here comes a 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Stepping in now, Brett Hayes. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And a backhanded try, but it's just out of reach, and that's going to score the run from third.
Well, he had that home run earlier in the ball game, and now he's got an RBI single. So he's putting together a pretty nice ball game.
Danny Salazar will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with 1 man out. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the first offering. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
Yeah, and when you're looking to run up and catch him by surprise, you're hoping it's going to be a fastball. Because when you get an off-speed pitch, it really kind of throws your timing off.
He's set, now the pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. Bends down and he barehands it. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
In now, Ryan Rayburn. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1.
Sometimes guys can get keyed up in big spots like this, and that's where that curveball can be a real effective pitch.
He's ready, now the pitch. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 7-4.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Sam LeCure is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 63, Sam LeCure.
Michael Bourne will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch coming. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Heisey is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs scoring, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Indians 7 and the Reds 4. Zach Cozart will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
Pitch on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And this will be fouled away. Now another 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. Rayburn has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle inning. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Joey Votto will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
3-0 is on the way. And this one misses Votto as he'll reach. It's ball 4.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Jay Bruce will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
He's set. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Here's another 0-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Now batting,
Chris Heisey will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Comes set. Now the pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now. 2-1. Swing and a liner. But this is going to get foul. Two-two pitch on the way. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Mike Aviles will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Walters is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Zach Walters.
And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now the pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Nick Swisher will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch to him. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-0 to Swisher. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now for the second batter in a row, this is in the air out to left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Brandon Moss will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Brandon Moss has just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
Second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Moving left is Cozart. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Well, you know, he knew who he had running down the line right there, so he had to try to hurry the throw. But in hindsight, I think he had a little bit more time than even he thought, and he winds up throwing this one away.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Indians 8 and the Reds 4. Zach Walters will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 6, Zach Walters.
Todd Frazier will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Leading up for the Reds, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Scott Atchison will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Scott Atchison.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. The pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And we showed you the ERA just a moment ago. It's under 1 coming into play, and it just keeps on dropping as he gets the first out here.
Ryan Ludwig will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Brian Pena will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Pitch on the way. This ball will be chopped foul. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here comes another 0-2. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He was able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
And it looks like we're going to have a move for a pinch hitter, as it's the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher that starts to loosen up in the on-deck circle. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. From the stretch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball, because that pitch, it's right there.
Now the 1-2. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's another 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Jonathan Broxton will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jonathan Broxton.
Brett Hayes will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one.
Brett Hayes.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. And now a pitch on the way. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Ludwig is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these two teams, and we may not be done yet. Scott Atchison will stand in now, as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
He goes the other way, and this one's going to split the gap for extra bases. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, and Brantley is in there at third base. He's got himself a triple.
Well, we've seen this guy have one heck of a year, but we haven't seen him do this too often. Not blessed with a lot of world-class speed, but when he needs to turn it on, he can find that extra gear, and he's going to make it into third here as he legs out a triple.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Now the first pitch. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, 1 out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Michael Bourne at the plate now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Zach Walters will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First offering on the way. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 33, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Here's the first offering. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 9 and the Reds 4. Brian Shaw is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Brian Shaw.
Brandon Phillips will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
For the Reds, number 4, second baseman, Brandon.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
on the ground to third. And the catch is made, one away.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Zach Cozart will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The next 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
The pitch. 3-2 now.
So many times, pitchers will get ahead, and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pitch lined into left field, and for the 3rd time tonight, he's got a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Yeah, and this is just a cut fastball that he's trying to go backdoor with, but he didn't do what he wanted to do with the pitch. It's right out over the heart of the plate, and that's almost like batting practice to a major league hitter. He's not going to miss that one too often. And sure enough, he drills this one for 2 bases.
Joey Votto will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 17 two-base hits for the year. He waits, now the pitch. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pause, now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. Chopper foul. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Yeah, give that guy some credit up there. Fought off a few tough pitches there, 0-2, but in the end, just had no answer for that one.
Jay Bruce will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
On the way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Now the 2-1 pitch. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 2-2 coming. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Manny Parra will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Moss will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Yeah, he's really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Fouled back. Another 0-2 coming. Fouled straight back. Here comes another 0-2. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. You figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Jason Kipnis will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. First pitch on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Now here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field. But folks, words cannot describe how badly he got fooled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
1-0 on the way. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
And that's where you're going to have to be with that fastball. Like a lot of power guys, this guy's a pull hitter, so he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
ready with the 2-1. Now a line drive out to second, caught there by Phillips. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on top, however, 9-4. Chris Heisey will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Left fielder, Chris Heisey.
Anthony Swarzak will come in and pitch now.
Cleveland, number 51, Anthony Swarzak.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Off the bat, I thought this thing might be caught, but it just keeps going and going, and he nearly got it out of here as he winds up hitting it off the track. He's into second base here with a leadoff double.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch now. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. A quick out number 1.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Ryan Ludwig will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch coming. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. A man at third with 1 away. Comes set. Now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Well, apparently, they still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Brian Pena will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. He's ready now. The pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty, he'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
Stephen White will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Here's a 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
1-1 pitch on the way. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Here comes the 1-2. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree. He made the biggest impact out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Indians win this one 9-5. Good night from Cincinnati.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians took on the Cincinnati, came away with the win, 9-5. Ryan Rayburn was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. Danny Salazar was victorious on the bump, earning himself his 19th win on the year. He is among the AL leaders in wins. As of today, the Reds are in last place in the NL Central, 16 games out of first. The Minnesota Twins took on the Green and Gold at Oakland's O.co Coliseum, and the A's were the winners. The score was 3-1. Scott Kazmir earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. Looking at the standings, the A's are leading the AL West, 2 games up on second place. The Twins sit in third place in the American League Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox did battle with the M's at Safeco Field, and it was the Mariners who came out on top. The final was 3-0. Scott Baker threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. He currently has the most complete games pitched in the American League. At the moment, the Mariners are in second place in the AL West, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The White Sox sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tigers took on the Bronx Bombers in the Big Apple, and it was the Tigers who prevailed 7-1. Torrey Hunter was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. Drew Smyly held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. Heading into today, the Yankees are leading the AL East. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second. The Tigers sit in second place in the AL Central Division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Kansas City Royals were in Phoenix to take on the Diamondbacks at Chase Field. The Royals came away with the win. The score was 2-1. Jeremy Guthrie was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. As of today, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, 6.5 games back. The Royals are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Orioles were in Toronto to take on the Blue Jays, and it was the Blue Jays who came out on top. The score was 8-5. Jose Bautista collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. R.A. Dickey was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays are in second place in the AL East, only a game and a half back. The Orioles are fourth in the division, 11.5 games out of first. The Dodgers were in Anaheim to take on the Angels, and it was free baseball with the Dodgers coming away with the win in extra innings, the final 6-4. Adrian Gonzalez was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 ribbies. Chris Perez earned his 7th W in relief so far this season. At the moment, the Angels sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers are leading the National League West, 3.5 games ahead of second. The Mets matched up against the Nationals in D.C. The Nationals came away with the win, 6-1. Gio Gonzalez earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem. Right now, the Nationals are in first place in the NL East, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Mets are third in the division, 2.5 games out of first. The Houston Astros took on the Phillies in Philadelphia in an interleague matchup, and the Astros nabbed the victory. The final was 16-5. J.D. Martinez was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. Brad Peacock started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. Heading into today, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, 6.5 games back. The Astros are in 4th place in the AL West. They're 16.5 games out of first. The San Francisco Giants paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and it was the boys from San Fran who held on in extra innings for the W. Final score was 4-2. Yasmero Petit earned the victory on the mound, his first of the season. Looking at the standings, the Brewers are in first place in the NL Central. They have a small half-game advantage. The Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West, 11 games out of first. The Miami Marlins did battle with the Buccos in the Steel City, and the Pirates came away with the win. The final was 3-0. Brandon Compton was in total control on the mound as he tossed a complete game shutout. As of today, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 9.5 games behind first. The Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They trail by 8.5 games. The Red Sox played the Cardinals in an interleague matchup in the Gateway City, and the game wore on to extra innings where the Red Sox came away with the win, 10-7. David Ortiz showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. Right now, the Cardinals are in 2nd place in the NL Central, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. The Red Sox are in last place in the AL East, 12.5 games back. The Chicago Cubs were in Denver to take on the Colorado Rockies, and Colorado grabbed the win in this one. The final score was 5-2. Carlos Gonzalez was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. Mariano Saldana got the win out of the pen, his 6th so far this year. Heading into today, the Rockies are in 2nd place in the NL West. They're 3.5 games back. The Cubs are in third place in the NL Central, 9.5 games behind first. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.